What's up, YouTube? Tubig back at it. We're gonna do a top 20 anime list. My personal top 20. I personally don't think I'm well versed into the anime community, but I've been watching since Toonami. I probably watch over 70 anime in my lifetime. I know people watch over 100, over 1,000. People got way too much time on their hands, but I think I'm a seasoned veteran. I think I'm decent. I've also been watching since Kiss Anime. If you know, you know. Back in the day. Sorry, it's been a while. Been working. Been tired. So we back at it. We on the grind. Just an FYI. Just an FYI. Right now I'm watching Gintama, Slam Dunk, and Dragon Ball Z. So they're not gonna make it into the list today. I think all three can easily break my top 20. If your favorite anime isn't in my top 20, let me know in the comments below. A few honorable mentions that didn't make the cut: Soul Eater, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and Death Note. I really like all three of these, but I've watched 20 animes I like more than these. Don't get me wrong, these are really, really good. I definitely have 20 animes that I love more than these. Remember, this is my own personal opinion, so could be biased, could be not, but here we go. Let's start. With number 20, we got Samurai Champloo. This one's one of my favorites. It's a story about a samurai with wonderful music by Nujabes. It's kind of like a lo-fi setting, lo-fi hip-hop, jazz hop, neo-soul. Music hooks you in, the story hooks you in, good characters. It's a good time. There's good comedy, good action. Highly recommend. Number 19, Erased. From what I remember, the main character goes back in time and he tries to prevent a tragedy. I just remember it having good emotional scenes, tons of mystery, tons of thriller. It's a suspense story that becomes emotional. I would recommend this anime for someone who likes thriller, mystery, and drama. Number 18, Parasite the Maxim. A high schooler gets invaded by a parasitic alien and fails to take over his brain. It kind of like takes over his hand, and it's kind of cool. They're forced to coexist and survive against other parasites who took over their human hosts, and they prey on people. This one has a lot of psychological themes, and some of the fights between the monsters were really cool. Overall, I like the story and the chemistry between the parasite and the main character. Overall, a good watch. I'd highly recommend. Number 17, Trigun. The original, obviously, but I love sci-fi. I love westerns. This has a mix of both. The dub is fire. The anime is like goofy and fun to watch. Vash the Stampede is one of my favorite character designs. There's a lot of themes of like morality since he's like a pacifist. Overall, the anime is very episodic and has a lot of comedy, a more dark, emotional tone sometimes. I think this anime has it all. Easy binge, easy watch, and I think overall it's an easy classic. Number 16, we got Free Ren. It's like really hype right now, but I think it's really, really good. It's about like a small cute elf named Free Ren. She's like hundreds of years old, so it plays between the old story, the old adventure group that they had, and then she gathers a new team, a new group that has Fern and Stark, and they have good chemistry. I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned about life, but the overall gist is like it's a slow burn. There's quests every episode. It's very like adventure slash like slice of life. A lot of people may not like it, but there is some good fights. But the chemistry and the storytelling and the adventure that they go on, simple, but so is life. So I think it's really good. 15, we got Vinland Saga. It's a Viking story with some of the best writing in anime. I've only watched season 1, but I need to catch up on season 2. Thorfinn is a highly skilled warrior at such a young age. He kind of goes through it the whole season. The story is about war, revenge, character development. Overall, just a really good seinen. I'm starting to like seinen more because it's more mature topics. And this is one of the animes that actually got me into seinen. I need to give more seinen a try. So if you're into more adult themes, Vinland Saga is a good anime to get into that. Number 14, Mob Psycho 100. It's the same creator as One Punch Man. I love the manga for One Punch Man, but the anime isn't as good. Mob Psycho somehow is more successful in making the anime, so I think as an anime, it's better than One Punch Man. Season 2, one of my favorite seasons in anime of all time. Mob is like an awkward kid in high school, and he has a great cast around him. It's a funny show, just like One Punch Man, and the main character is like really busted, really cool powers. The animation is beautiful, super funny. It just ended. Sad to see it end, but it's a huge joy to watch and an easy binge. Check it out. Number 13, Jujutsu Kaisen. Honestly, it's one of my favorite new gen anime. Some people might think, oh, this is too high for a new gen, but I personally like it. It hooked me from the first episode. Season 1 was overall really good. Season 2 was actually insane. Shibuya incident was crazy, in my opinion. And season 3 just finished, and I think it was really good. It has like really great fights, really good episodes, and honestly, the cast is pretty likable. The cast isn't like as strong as any other anime, but I think it's well rounded. If someone was getting into anime, I would recommend Jujutsu Kaisen Loki. I think Jujutsu Kaisen has one of the best animation like like ever. Like Mappa is kind of him, so check it out. Everyone's seen it, but one of my favorite new gens. Number 12, Pluto. One of my favorite mangakas of all time, Urasawa. It's a sci-fi mystery where humans and robots live together. They coexist. I believe this is the retelling of the Astro Boy story. This anime slash manga, instant classic, really good. Story is filled with dark mystery. It's very psychological and emotional, full of drama. It explores deep themes like grief, hatred, and whether robots can truly feel and suffer. If you hate clinkers like me, this this show's gonna change your mind. Highly recommended. It's on Netflix. Number 11, Gurren Lagann. This is set in a post-apocalyptical setting world where everyone lives on the ground. This anime is one of my favorite mech animes of all time. It has heavy themes of friendship, courage, and the humor is really amazing. The action is actually godlike, one of my favorites. And it kind of changed my life. It's kind of corny to say, but watching this anime gave me motivation to never give up. You know, I'd recommend it honestly. Starting my top 10, Cowboy Bebop. This anime follows a bunch of bounty hunters in a spaceship basically, and the main character is Spike. He's a laid back guy and one of my favorite MCs. Together they chase bounties across space, and then they confront their past. They confront loneliness. Honestly, a lot of adult themes in this one, and it does have some good fights. But overall, I think it's one of the best vibes, and it's an instant classic. Watching a dub, check it out. Number 9, Monster. This one follows a brain surgeon with the difficult decision to save the mayor or a child. He ends up choosing the child because it was already in the room or something like that. But ultimately, he grows up to be a serial killer, the child, that is. So, and that kid's name is Johan, one of the most evil antagonists of all time. I think the story and the slow world building pays off with an insane ending. This show is filled with a lot of thriller, suspense, morality. I think if you love slow burn mysteries, this is 100% for you. This is another Urasawa story, and he just does it again. And like he's created 2 or 3 classics easily, and I still have to read Billy Bat. So like he's always just dropping bangers. Number 8, Attack on Titan. After Toonami, I kind of stopped watching anime, but Attack on Titan kind of brought me back. You know, it was Naruto, but also Attack on Titan that got me back into watching anime in the early 2010s. But the idea of Titans were scary at the time. But over time, you get numb to these creatures, kind of like a weapon, right? They're like weapons of mass destruction, just like a war in real life. So it kind of like puts a perspective. Like we're numb to these Titans. The more we watch it, we're so like numb to the feeling, just like weapons in real life. I think the writing comes full circle, and it's super beautiful. And I think in the manga it had a perfect ending. I really love this anime. I think the last season is one of the peaks in anime history. This is a really good start anime to get into anime, but it's a little dark. Team Mikasa, by the way. But Attack on Titan is damn near perfect. Every anime from here on out is almost perfect. Number 7, Code Geass. This anime is about Lelouch, the main character. He gains this mysterious superpower. It's called a Geass. And this superpower, which allows people to obey his command with just a look of his eye. He uses strategy and manipulation to help with his goal of destroying the Empire. This anime is full of politics, mind games, morality, and cool mech fights. This anime has 2 parts, and both parts have a perfect ending. This was a thrill to watch, and it's captivated me ever since. First part, I'd give like a 9, and the second part, I'd give a 10. So overall, I'd give it a 9.5. I really love this anime, and I would highly recommend it. Honestly, every anime from here on out is kind of like interchangeable, besides number 1 and 2 maybe, but I love Code Geass. Number 6, One Piece. I know all the One Piece stands might get mad, it's not number 1, number 2. They're kind of elitist in that way, but I still think this is pretty good because like from 3 to 7, 3 to 8 is kind of interchangeable. But one of the best mangas of all time. I like the manga more because I can read a chapter in 5 minutes. But a lot of people haven't given One Piece a chance because they say it's too long. But I don't think the length is the issue because I love One Piece. I think the issue is the pacing toward after the time skip. Like I kind of hate Toei animation for that. After Dressrosa, switched to the manga. It's been a blessing ever since. But I think this anime has the best world building, one of the best journeys, one of the best casts of all time. And I think the highest peaks of One Piece rivals any other anime. But there's some parts I don't really like personally. I like how the story is very compelling and has a lot of politics, and One Piece has its own charm. I would highly recommend watching One Piece. It's that good. Or if you want to wait till Wit Piece where it's shorter, go for that. I might wait to rewatch it because it's gonna be shorter. Yeah, but my only negative is the pacing. Like Punk Hazard was, I mean, all these arcs post time skip are really good. Just no arc should be over 120 episodes, my guy. But still love it. I think Egghead is one of the most underrated and one of the best in my opinion. It's probably top 5 arc for me in One Piece. And then I think Elbaf might be breaking the top 5 arc. So we'll see. And also, One Piece is coming to an end, so you have time to catch up. Check it out. I highly recommend it. All right. Coming into the top 5 now, we got Yu Yu Hakusho. I think this anime has the best aesthetic. I love Yusuke. I think he's personally one of my favorite protagonists. He's one of my favorite protagonists of all time. I think he has a really good cast. He got Hiei, Kuribara, and Kurama. And those other little side characters are really dope too. Really good designs, really cool powers. And their antagonists are really good too. Toguro, 10 out of 10 villain. Sensui, 10 out of 10 villain. Those 2 arcs are some of my favorite arcs of all time. The Dark Tournament arc is really good. And personally, I think the Chapter Black arc is highly underrated. It's like up there. It's damn near a 10 out of 10. I think the main theme, the main OP is really good. One of my favorites. There's so many bright spots. Obviously, the ending isn't that good because it was rushed, but I still thought it was cool. I just love Yu Yu Hakusho with all my heart. I think this one I need to rewatch. I just finished it recently, like last year, but I need to rewatch it. I love it. But I think everyone has to watch this one because it's so simple, but I feel like it changes your life. Like I don't know how to say it, but I feel like it really is a game changer. You kind of feel like you're part of the anime, bro. I don't know. Am I glazing? But that's how I felt, bro. I think Yu Yu Hakusho is the foundation for shonen today. Without Yu Yu Hakusho, maybe in DBZ, like where would we be, bro? Like I think you have to watch Yu Yu Hakusho if you love shonen. It got a lot of animes got inspiration from Yu Yu Hakusho, so you have to watch it. Highly recommend, bro. Number 4, we got the other Togashi, Hunter x Hunter. It's still ongoing, but I think it's an improved version of Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu had a rush ending, up and down start, but for Yu Yu Hakusho, the 2 middle arcs are perfect. But I think Hunter x Hunter improves on that, and it provides better writing with each of the arcs, pretty consistent. and it has one of the best world building I've seen. I think if this was like still ongoing, it would be better than One Piece in terms of world building and cast. This anime features a really good cast, really good villains. Miriam, Chrollo, the Greed Island villain. Bro, and this, I would rewatch this anime multiple times. I still love the anime. I need this finished, bro. Like I think this is one of the goats. I need it. But I think Hunter x Hunter is very underrated. People think it's overrated because because people be glazing it like me, but I think it's good, man. The Chimera Ant arc, the York New, Greed Island, the tournament arc, bro. All these arcs are consistent, bro. Like it's a must watch. I think it's just an improved Yu Yu Hakusho. Check it out. Hunter x Hunter. You have to watch this one. Number 3, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Honestly, Full Metal was my favorite until like last year. But the top 3 could be interchangeable, low key. But I'm actually rewatching this right now in the dub. I think it's like an improved version of like Attack on Titan. Shows you war, both sides, and how shitty it is. Watching this when I was younger really changed my perspective in life. Kind of opened my eyes into the political world. Anime has huge symbolism for real life war, discrimination. The law of equivalent exchange is my favorite. To obtain something of equal value must be lost. That just hits hard, right? This anime has fast-paced action and adventure and a really, really emotional story. Like Loki, you could cry. Like I'm dead serious, bro. Really scarring sometimes. Like some scenes are just really scarring, bro. Has deep themes of war, sacrifice, morality, and the value of a human life. This anime is so grounded, so real. I think this is almost as good as The Last Airbender. Like Full Metal, Avatar, The Last Airbender, two of my favorite pieces of fiction ever. Definitely made me cry a couple times. I think it's just one of the best. I honestly think it's one of the best animes out there. It's a perfect anime, but I just like two animes better, you know. But that's just my opinion. But I think Full Metal Alchemist is the best anime I've watched. But I personally like two more better. Number 2, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. I'm gonna combine them. But in my opinion, the best out of the big 3, I think has the best fights, better emotional writing, and the most iconic characters personally, and the most iconic moments too. I think Naruto is the biggest reason I even started watching anime in the first place. It has a really special place in my heart. I watched this growing up, and I watched it in the early 2010s again to rewatch to get myself back into anime. The only negatives to me was filler and the talk no jutsu, but I kind of liked it, fuck it. But I kind of don't see flaws in this anime. Maybe they could have used Rock Lee a little bit more in Shippuden, but I loved it. And then the ending with Kaguya kind of sucks, but I mean, it's kind of good. It's not what I wanted, but still pretty good art, honestly. I think Naruto set the foundation and made a really good emotional story, and Shippuden built on that. And I think Naruto Shippuden is one of the best stories of all time in anime history ever. It has the best hand-to-hand fights, best choreography. I could do a whole video on this anime, but I'll keep it short. I think this anime is the greatest of all time. And people have a lot of like their favorites like One Piece and Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, but in my opinion, this is the GOAT anime. Yeah, people debate the big 3/big 4 all the time, but personally, Naruto is the most iconic, the most popular. One Piece is the most popular now, but it's because it's still ongoing. All the other animes, are not really ongoing. Naruto made me who I am today. People were Naruto running to get their school lunch. People were doing the fucking finger shit, the fucking Rasengan. Bro, it's like the most iconic, bro. Growing up, it was the biggest anime with DBZ. People wore the headbands to school. I think it's just easily the most influential, the most iconic, the best anime of all time. Number 2 favorite for me, there's just one anime that beats it, and that is number 1, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I could glaze the fuck out of this anime all day. This anime could get a video of his own. Each part could get a video of his own. This anime overtook my number 1 spot after Steel Ball Run got animated. I'm pretty much caught up in the manga. I just started JoJo Lands, but up to Stone Ocean, I thought JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was top 5 easy. But now with Steel Ball Run getting an anime adaptation, I think this is going to leap over the top 5 and easily beating number 1 of all time, greatest anime of all time. From part 4 to part 8, part 7 for the anime, but part 8, it's like a classic run, 10 out of 10 run. I think with each part 1 to part 8, his writing gets better, his world building gets better, his cast gets better. And personally, I think parts 4 to part 8 is a classic run, damn near perfection. Good endings, good writing, good characters, good aesthetic, good drawings. And the crazy thing is that part 7, Steel Ball Run, is the cream of the crop. Stands out of all these peaks. And Loki is the best story I've ever read. Phantom Blood, Stardust Crusaders, Battle of Tennessee, really good, but has some flaws. Diamond is Unbreakable, 10 out of 10, really good. And then Golden Wind, really good. My personal favorite besides Steel Ball Run, 10 out of 10. Stone Ocean, damn near perfect. Rough start, but perfect ending. One of my favorite protagonists, one of my favorite endings of all time. Steel Ball Run is my favorite story, favorite part. I think it has the best characters. Gyro Zappelli, Diego Brando, Funny Valentine, some of the best stands. And even, let me get sidetracked right now, but JoJolion is top 3 part, bruh. Like, it's the weirdest. I'm gonna make a video on it, but it's up there, bruh. It's the fashion mecca for anime. It has the best power system and stands, and then a lot of music references. Rocky Knows Ball, and each episode there's something bizarre that happens. You never get bored. You never fall asleep. Each part being a different story is insane to me, and they somewhat connect. Like each part is so different that people have a different favorite, a different part that resonates with them more. Each cast, each protagonist, each antagonist is great in its own right. This anime has everything you want and more. This is one of my favorite anime mangas of all time. Let's see how long it stays at number 1, but I doubt anything will be in it. Alright, that's my top 20 anime currently. It always changes, to be honest. I binge watch a ton of anime, read a lot of manga, so a lot of things could shift. My mind could be changed, and a lot of things could climb the ranks, right? If you have any recommendations, comment below. I want to do reviews on stuff I watch, so next up is going to be JoJolion. And if you agree or disagree with any of these takes, let me know. But remember, this is my personal opinion. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.